What's going on with y'all? It's Jeff Lightsy Jr. And the Houston Texans have just made a move that let me know that they are wasting the prime of Deshaun Watson, right? Deshaun Watson to me is a top three quarterback in the NFL. I think Patrick Mahomes, Deshaun Watson, and Lamar Jackson are the three best quarterbacks in the league. I think Russell Wilson's got an argument in there. I think, I don't know, Aaron Rodgers maybe. Maybe Drew Brees. I don't know. But the top three, I'm pretty solid on the top three. Lamar, Patty Mahomes, and Deshaun Watson. And the Houston Texans are wasting the prime of Deshaun Watson. And here's why I say this. They have just promoted or basically slapped the label of GM on Bill O'Brien. I'm not even so sure Bill O'Brien should be the head coach of the Houston Texans. You want to know why? Because they have underachieved. When you have what I consider a top three quarterback in the league, then you should be better than what they are. Now, they won a playoff game this year, and they were up 24-0 on the Chiefs. But they ended up getting blown out. You want to know why? Because he got out-coached. Bill O'Brien and the Texans GM situation, they haven't had a GM in a year. And even before that, it wasn't that great. They have failed Deshaun Watson since he got into the league. And here's why. Deshaun Watson, we know, is a bit fragile, but he is a heck of a ball player with a stud at receiver in DeAndre Hopkins. But the fact that they have not been able to develop and draft offensive linemen, and he's been one of the most sacked quarterbacks since he came into the league. And we ain't talking, he's not a statue in the pocket. Deshaun Watson is someone now, he will hold the ball a little longer, but he is someone that is very mobile and makes crazy Superman type plays, and they haven't been able to draft an adequate offensive line for him since he's been in the league is rule number one why they're wasting his prime. Number two, the fact that they haven't been able to really, besides the offensive line, the team is never really considered a real threat. Right? Like when Kansas City was down 24-0, did we really think, like I knew in my mind that they would come back. I didn't think they would come back and tie it up and be winning before halftime. Right? Like, I didn't think they would have 7 consecutive touchdown drives and Deshaun Watson and the Texans wouldn't score and go for fake punts and not go for it on fourth down when they were up 21-0. I didn't think all that would subside. But I always knew the Chiefs would come back because the Texans have never been a real threat. In the first half against their first playoff game, against the Bills, they played awful. But it took some Superman flag football style plays by Deshaun Watson for them to come back and beat the Bills. Bill O'Brien is not equipped. We've seen enough of Bill O'Brien. He's 2-4 in the playoffs, and we've seen him over almost a decade. It's not working. It's not good enough. When you have a quarterback that is as talented, what Dabo Swinney called the Michael Jordan of college football, said if you pass on Deshaun Watson, it's like passing up on Michael Jordan. You shouldn't be struggling like you are. You should be in talks with the Ravens, with the Chiefs, with the better teams in the NFL when you have a quarterback that talented. Yes, I'm saying the Houston Texans should be a lot better when they have the best quarterback in their division and one of the best quarterbacks in all of football. Top 3, no less than top 5. I'm saying he's top 3, but I wouldn't put him past 5. Deshaun Watson, and the fact that they upgraded Bill O'Brien, someone who has shown he is inadequate to be the head coach, then that's a problem. They're wasting his prime years, and they're not going to get the most bang for their buck in Deshaun Watson because they have a coach who is not clutch, and now he's upgraded to GM, and he is responsible for getting those linemen. So, I don't know, man. I definitely think the Houston Texans are wasting Deshaun Watson's prime. We will have to continue to watch and see what happens. Now, what could happen, what the Texans could be doing, and I'm not putting it past them that they could be doing this, is that they could just attach the GM label to Bill O'Brien, give him this year, and then if it doesn't work, which I don't think it will because I don't think he's good enough to be at the position, they could just fire him and then go out and hire a coach and GM together, right? Like, that could be their thinking behind it. Which, I mean, wouldn't be a bad idea. But I do believe that they should go out and get a real GM and then after this season move on from Bill O'Brien and go out and get a head coach that can develop Deshaun Watson, a GM that can protect him, go out and get him some offensive linemen, get him some help on the defense where you can stop guys like Patrick Mahomes maybe once or twice and then move on from there. I don't know. You guys let me know. Do you think the Texans are making a huge mistake and wasting the prime years of Deshaun Watson? I think they are. I think Deshaun Watson, if he continues to get hit, could end up being like Andrew Luck and retiring early because these injuries aren't stopping. These players are getting smarter and they're retiring early. And when you have these serious injuries like punctured lung is what Deshaun Watson has had in the past, ACL, knee injuries, and if you don't go out and get him some linemen to protect him, like the Colts didn't do with Andrew Luck, then we could see a similar situation. Once again, my name is Jeff Lightsy Jr. Hit the thumbs up button. Continue to like and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Peace.